Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we are doing more Final Fantasy Premier Draft. So without further ado, we'll just go ahead and jump right in. Alright, and we're back. So, hit a little bit of a rough snag in this format. I realize it's more so about drafting things in context and realizing that a lot of times you're drafting a deck and not just a good pile of cards, and the pick order will vary wildly depending on where you are in the picks. Okay, so we have an interesting first pack. I like Zeldinkt, and it's good to take it early and build around it. It has some good synergies with the landfall decks, and it can also just become a large threat later in the game. It can easily become like a 5 or 6/3 pretty easily, which is very sizable. Other than that, we have Diamond Weapon and Zidane as other options. So I think it's just important that whatever I pick, I build around it properly. But I think the card that'll give me the greatest upside is just probably Zell. And then I can look to build around some kind of landfall synergies. This also works very well with the adventure lands, because you could just rebuy them and recast them over and over again. So, sometimes you get those. All right. Now, I think we will just follow that up with an eject. Eject is so good. Just 4 mana, triggers all of your things. It does everything you want. It also can't be countered, which is relevant. Other than that, we have some other good cards. There's Colosseum Behemoth as a good green card, but then we also have Dragoon's Wyvern as another blue card. We have the Choco, Seeker of Paradise, in Bant colors as our rare. This one's good if you have other Chocobo synergies, other bird synergies. So I think Zell may be a little bit better in perhaps a red-green landfall shell, but I mean, I think just as a power level thing, we should be taking eject here. Okay, so now what do we see? We see not much. There's Black Waltz number 3, which we could take and build around. There's also Syncopate to stay blue, and those are really the only cards that I am considering. There's also like Evil Reawakened. You can like rebuy something. But I think at this point in the draft, we might as well just take Black Waltz number 3 and go from there. Okay. So now we're just seeing more black-red signposts. So maybe this is just a sign to start to hedge on that. Start to move in. You could easily splash eject in a black-red deck too, so I'm not too worried about that. Maybe we could wheel Fight On or Mysidian Elder or something. There's also Prima Vista and Syncopate, which are also good blue cards, but I think what we're wanting to do is, it looks like the draft is pushing us towards a black-red direction. There's also Sabotender, which I like, but especially in combination with Zell, but I think just taking the Garland here is strong. Okay, now what? So, we could still hedge on a blue direction. The combat tutorial is a good sign. Phantom Train, I don't think is going well with the current game plan. We could just take a Sabotender, but that's, at this point in the draft, I'm not sure that's what we want to be doing. I could as well splash combat tutorial in a black-red deck. We still are not fully committed on colors. So I think seeing a combat tutorial 5th pick could be something. There's also a Crossroads Village, but let's just take the combat tutorial. Okay. So now we get to choose between Golbez, which is better the earlier you take it, We could also take Blazing Bomb, which is good with mana value 4 greater synergies like Eject. Yeah, I feel like we maybe want to solidify ourselves as red as a base color. And then Laughing Mad would also be a fine card to include, but we already have some card advantage elements, and I think we could just start to build around the Blazing Bomb. Okay, wow, a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff. I mean, seeing a Lock Hole and a Garland this late is a good sign. Huh. This is so interesting. We also could just take the Crossroads Village and just try to be like a full-on Grixis deck. I feel like I'm supposed to take the Black Mage's Rod here and start to build around that sort of non-creature spell-esque deck. Alright, now we can just take Mesidian Elder, and then the more wizards you have, the better. And then hopefully we can just get, maybe we can get a Laughing Man later, but I like the Elder here. Wow, we wield Zidane. That's pretty crazy, I think. I think this card is very good, but that being the case, with where we're at right now, I think the pick should be Namazu Trader or Crossroads Village, because we're already trying to do some splashing in our deck, so I'm not sure Zidane is where we want to be necessarily. I'm going to go ahead and take the Crossroads Village here. Okay, we wield a Laughing Mad. That is good. I think we will take that. There's also the Shambling Seath, which could be okay, but I think Laughing Mad is just fine. Alright, we'll go ahead and take the Monk's Fist, probably not play it, and nothing much else in the rest of the pack. We wield the Phantom Train, but again, I don't think this is the deck for it. Okay, so I think we're like firmly black-red, and then we're just going to be wanting to try to take any sort of mana value 4 or greater things, more things that ping, just go down that space. And of course, fixing is good as well. So we have our pack 2, pick 1 here. I think this is a pretty clear Sephiroth's intervention. We're a little short on removal, and by a little short, I mean I have literal 0. I guess you can count eject, but it's more like tempo-ish play as opposed to hard removal. It's just really important to be able to kill stuff outright sometimes. So I do like the Sephiroth's intervention. Maybe we could wheel the Trano Dark City as the blue-black town, which would really help with our color situation. But yeah, I think Sephiroth's intervention is going to be very good here. Wow. All right. Well, we have been rewarded, and we have been passed a Kuja, Genome Sorcerer. Great, of course, in the black-red Wizards archetype. So this is going to be something that we can flip on the turn it comes down. You go turn 2 Black Mage's Rod, turn 3 Mesidian Elder, turn 4 Kuja, profit. Other than that, there's a lot of good stuff in this pack. Another Mesidian Elder, a Call the Mountain Chocobo, Sandworm, Reno and Rude, and a Hecdize, which I would be happy with. This is definitely like a take the pack and move on to pack 3 situation. But yeah, super happy with Kuja, and we're probably going to wheel something playable out of this pack. Excellent. Okay, this is a good card to splash, the Lunar Whale, but I think we're okay in this. Very powerful card, but I think given the kind of deck we want to be, I think Suplex is probably just the better pick at this point. And removal spell hits a lot of stuff. The artifact is surprisingly relevant a lot of the time. And, you know, what if someone plays the Phantom Train? I died recently to a good Phantom Train deck, and I just didn't have an answer for it. This thing kind of gets out of hand, I think, particularly in the black-white archetype. So yeah, sometimes you just want to take, like, you want to suplex it. Suplex the train, which is like, that's the meme or something. I don't know, I didn't really play the games. Anyway, suplex is good. I'm going to take that. Alright, follow it up with pretty easy Vane's Treachery. I do want this blue-red land, but we don't even have to play our blue cards. That's not a requirement. They are good, but not necessary. We're definitely going to just take another Vane's Treachery here. Okay, so now we have the choice between Sefer Almacy and a Sorceress's Schemes. So Sefer's Sefer's just really good. Sorceress's Schemes is also really good for this kind of an archetype. You can rebuy your removal spells, but then again, so can Sefer. And if you get, say, like imagine you're just double striking in with Zeldinct, that seems pretty strong. I'm really hoping we can get a Sorceress's Schemes later, but yeah, Sefer seems really nice. We're getting a lot of rares. I like that. Okay, I think here we're just going to go ahead and take Heck Dice. It's nice to have a turn 2 play, disrupt them, kind of 1-for-1-ish, but then you can use the body with like a Vane's Treachery, or you can equip it with a Black Mage's Rod so it stays relevant. And yeah, I think that's not bad here. Okay, so there is a Lock Coal, which I do like, but I think just to shore up some fixing, we should probably just take the Vector. And okay, so we have a Barret Wallace, a Hilgigas, and the Undercity Dire Rat. We should probably just take the Dire Rat. It's another 2-drop, and it's sort of like half of a fixing land-ish for if we want to play the Eject in the combat tutorial, which, you know, still TBD. We could just be straight black-red. So, that being the case, we have this Trano Dark City. I think I'm just going to take the fight on, because now it's weird. Normally in these kind of spells, matters, pinging wizard decks, you don't have individually powerful creatures, but I would love to be able to rebuy Kuja or Black Waltz or Sefer in the late game. So I think that is going to land me on the fight on there. Okay, another interesting pick. Actually, I don't think it's that interesting. I think it's just Mysidian Elder. I do like Reno and Rude, but we're doing fine on 2 drops as well as 2-drop removal. So I think just shoring up another Elder is the way to go. I'm not playing any of these. I'll take the Adventurer's Airship, but I don't think we're playing it. Take more cards I'm not going to play, more cards I'm not going to play. Red-white land, not quite what we're looking for. Alright, so doing a quick scan of the pack. I think this is probably just another Sephiroth's Intervention. I mean, other than that, we have like Sandworm. I like Sandworm, but I know I'm a little higher on it than I should be. Card's okay. It can help us fix, technically, but you're more interested in just smacking your opponent with it. Other than that, there's another Hilgigas. I mean, Genova's really, really strong, but we're not really set up well to do that. I think the Sephiroth's Intervention is just going to be better. Okay. So I mentioned earlier how Zell is good with the adventure lands. However, I would much rather prefer the red adventure land, specifically the one that makes the wizard tokens. I think that would be pretty good. So we could I think we just take another Suplex here, take more removal spells. I also like Final Days a fair bit, but I think we're doing okay on that. We have a fair number of creatures for our non-creature, matters deck. But I think just taking another removal spell will help us more in the long run. I still kind of want to play the combat tutorial and the eject. It can just be really nice tempo, or here like nice card advantage, but we'll see. Okay, so now we have the choice between Deadly Dispute and Dark Knight's Greatsword. So Dark Knight's Greatsword, let's think about what would be better in this particular strategy. So they both trigger our wizards, which is nice. I think we're gonna probably lean towards I think we're gonna lean on the Deadly Dispute here, just as a then we're not as required to play like combat tutorial. I do like the Dark Knight's Greatsword as well. You can like move it around cheaply, well, for free really, but I think the Deadly Dispute is going to be a little bit better in our deck. We have a bunch of indispensable little doodads that we could just sack and draw cards and make treasure. So I think that's going to be the move. Here, I guess we take another Dire Rat, as there's not much else for us. Okay, let me take a quick look here. So there's a starting town, which helps with the fixing. There's Summon Anima, which overall I've definitely come way down on this card. You definitely just don't need it for... It's a little awkward to play, and you can get your card advantage in other ways. There's another Bomb and an Amazu Trader, but I think just taking a good fixing land is going to be nice here. Alright, we get another Black Waltz number 3. That is very nice. We will snap that up. Okay, I'll take a Marlboro here. It's either Marlboro or a Blazing Bomb. Marlboro's a little slow, but the Blazing Bomb is starting to lose a little bit of value. Like, we only have, what, 2, maybe 3 things that trigger it. I think Marlboro's going to be a little bit better as like a mana sink. Okay, we have the option here of a Dark Knight's Greatsword or another Hecdize. I think I'm just going to take the Hecdize. It'll go better with our Deadly Disputes and our Vane's Treacheries. So I think we're just going to take that. Alright, here we have Sandworm, I suppose. And wow, Zidane, another Zidane. Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. I don't think we're playing that. We do have a red-white land, actually. We could think about putting that in the deck. Okay, so we got a Dark Knight's Greatsword anyway. So I don't think we need to take these or play these blue cards. I may be interested in the... What's it called? Wow, wield Blazing Bomb and a Trader. Take a bomb. Alright. Okay, we got a lot of choices here. So what are we trying to do? So let's see, 43 cards. Could also splash the Zidane fairly easily with our Crossroads Village, Starting Town, and Ravenast. I don't know if it's worth it to do that. Let's just go ahead and try that. Don't think we need a Plains. So, okay, we have 17 lands, right? No, 16 lands. Let's... Sure. We'll fix this. Alright, so how good is Zell in this particular deck? Like, it is kind of generically okay, but I'm not sure it really fits this deck's theme. It's also not a wizard. We're not getting a whole lot of value just... I mean, it becomes a large threat, which is nice. But as far as like the Black Mage's Rod and the Double Mesidian Elder Black Waltz combos, it's more important to have the creature, non-creature synergies. So I think we can just go ahead and cut that, cut the Sandworm. And then we're left with a couple more cuts. So the Blazing Bomb is certainly not super great here. Again, we only have like 3 things that trigger it. I still like the Fight On as a way to buy back Kuja or Seifer. These are actual like good, really good creatures that I want to play in this deck. And then the Seifer can rebuy like Fight Ons or our removal spells, which I think that's going to be fairly important to do. Do we want the Zidane Splash? It is fairly free, so I do think I want that. What do we cut? I guess we could cut one of the bombs. It is a little underwhelming. And then we need one more cut. Dark Knight's Greatsword is okay, and it can be nice to just like put it on a Hecdize or something. And then just having a 3-mana 4/1 can be a decent blocker some amount of the time. Other than that, and it also gives us another body that we can sack to like the Deadly Dispute or the Vane's Treachery. This is... I mean, I guess the safe play is just to cut Zidane, but I feel like it's free enough, and it can help swing some games back in your favor that you have fallen behind in. Alright, it could be How are we doing on creatures? Could be one of the 2-drops. It could be the Dire Rat. I think that is somewhat reasonable. Just like cut one of them. Because we have enough things to do on 2. And we're not seriously fixing. Not a lot. It does make the Dark Knight's Greatsword a little worse. Because sometimes you can just go turn 2, 2-drop. Turn 3, Dark Knight's Greatsword. And attack. Or like equip, attack for a lot. But we could still do that a fair amount with the Rod, the Heck Dies, and the Garland. I think we can cut 1 rat. Alternative was to cut Bomb, but I mean, we do have 3 things that trigger it, so it's not... I don't think it's... I think I still like having this as like a utility card. So let's go ahead and fix up the mana base. We have mostly black. Right now we have 8, 9, 10, 11 black sources, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. And then 3 white sources? Wow, that's pretty good. Do I want to just make it even? Like cut a swamp at a mountain? That's also possible. I think, generally speaking, I'm really going to want the untapped black source. But, I mean, we have... Yeah, no, I think this is fine. I think we're pretty good. We're even. Oh, we have an extra kind of black, technically, quote unquote, with the Marlboro. So, yeah, I think this deck looks pretty solid. So we will see you for the games. All right, we're playing against Salem Shady, and our hand is, well, shady. I think we can do better. Yeah, this is better. Keep, put back. I guess we don't really need the tap land, so we'll go ahead and put that away. And then, because we don't really have super heavy requirements as far as double red is concerned on average. So I think they're going to play Gubu. See, I've played this format enough. You kind of just know what's going on, right? You kind of know what's going on. I like killing the Gubu Gardener here. Whoa, 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 hold on. And then attacking for 1. Unfortunately, our hand does a whole lot of nothing, so we're going to really want to... Okay. I mean, sure, that's okay so far. Let's play a Black Mage's Rod and pass. Next turn, hopefully we'll draw more... We gotta draw some card draw or something. Alright, so... Well, obviously they have Vanille as well. Okay, Basidian Elder is a pretty nice draw. Alright, let's go land and Basidian Elder. We're just trying to set up. No attacks, of course. 2/3 bodies holding us back completely. Wow. Hey, look at that. It's Vanille. Alright, well, yeah, that's pretty good. And the synergies. Okay. Oh, Nibelheim of Flame in the GY from the opponent. That's pretty good. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Well, luckily we can disperse this combo. So now the question becomes, do I want to kill both? I could do that, right? If we move over the Black Mage's Rod onto the bomb, we can... And then we Vane's Treachery, sack the hero, kill the Fang. I think that will help us more in the long run. So, yeah, let's do that. Move this here. Vane's Treachery here, sacking the hero. Get a couple of pings. And then we'll use the bomb to kill the Vanille. And then we'll attack for 1. Unfortunately now our board state is pitiful and our opponent has 6 cards in their hand. Yeah, so now they just play a big old fat Chocobo. We really need to find some sort of... Okay, Kuja's pretty good. That is a very strong draw. Unfortunately, they're just gonna... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're just gonna cast a removal spell, but there's not really too much we can do about this. We're gonna hold the land in case we draw the that other card, which I can't think of the name of right now. The Laughing Mad. Oh, it appears that they have the Thunder Magic, and then they're going to go land Nibelheim of Flame. We are completely screwed this game because they're going to go land, and then Nibelheim of Flame destroy my board, and then be left with the Summon Fat Chocobo and 4 cards in the hand, or actually 3 after they play their untapped land, and then we're sad. But the alternative, oh, they're just going to Light of Judgment kill outright. Okay, so now they just do this later, so it's even worse. Yeah, I think there are some fundamental problems with the deck. We're going to try to address that. All right, so white, we're going to equip here. We're not blocking, so we're attacking. Okay, opponent goes Dire Rat. That's a Seafer. 4, 5, 6. Sure. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we can go Seafer, and then we can attack for 4 damage. Okay, they're just gonna go ahead and get their card there. I think this does give them their last treasure for a Nibelheim of Flame, but currently they cannot kill Seafer with the Nibelheim of Flame. So I don't think we're in that bad of a spot. Unfortunately, it looks like they have another point and click removal spell. Yeah, opponent has a lot of point and click removal spells. Opponent's deck is very, very strong. Ours is seeming to be a little bit lacking, but we're gonna go ahead and try. That is a Sephiroth intervention. Choose target creature. Okay, that could be a humongous blowout. So if they go land, yeah, I think we're just supposed to pass the turn here. Because if they go land and then target their bird, then we could blow them out with the Sephiroth's intervention. Okay, they're going to grab a land here. Okay, so they're going to go Burbs. So now the question is, are they going to Nibelheim of Flame? Let's go ahead and block. Alright. Ultimecia. That's very unfortunate because that requires killing. And I don't think they are now not in a position where they are able to be greedy. Or they don't have to be greedy. So I think we're just going to go ahead and kill this now. And we're just going to really have to hope the top of the deck bails us out. That is a Zidane. So that is something. Let's go ahead and do that. Zidane, take bird. And then I could play the land. But again, the Laughing Mad, I think, is a little bit too pertinent of a top deck. We do get a treasure token as well. See, the problem now is I have no way to interact with the Nibelheim of Flame. So if they go land, target the bird, kill everything, draw 4 cards, that's going to be pretty hard to come back from. Well, they're going to draw 4 cards anyway. I guess they don't need to try to run into a removal spell. Little do they know I have a basic mountain in my hand. Okay. Believe we're not gonna block here. Quinoa. Sure. Okay, we'll take this. And good draw. Very bad draw. Very unfortunate. I think we're gonna try to just push through here. Attack for 4. They're gonna single block. Alright. And then pass. I guess technically should have moved over to the wizard. But not that a 1/1 can really do too much against this board state. One has a lot of cards in their hand. We definitely have not had great draws, obviously, but Opponent's deck very much lined up well against ours. They had all the answers to our threats, and their creatures are a little bit more sizable on average than ours. So, and I think we're kind of drawing the cards in the wrong order, to be honest. Like, yeah, see, imagine if we had taken that with our Zidane. Like, we ripped Zidane off the top now, and we had, yeah, this is like way too late. So, yeah, they're just going to do this, blow up the board, and then draw. Yeah, I don't think it's really winnable at this point. So, we'll move on to the next game. All right, we're on the draw against LGM. And our hand looks fine, so we'll go ahead and keep. We have a couple removals. We have a Black Waltz. We have a Black Mage's Rod. That was an excellent draw. We'll start with a tap land first. Then we can play Swamp. Then we can play our starting town, just so we don't take damage. Okay, we'll start with a Black Mage's Rod. And then hopefully they do not have the Ice Magic or the Veins Treachery, which they don't. They are also Grixis. Smart person. Okay, they have played a Wyvern. So we are just going to go starting town, and we do not really need to do anything at this point. Dragoon's Wyvern lines up very well against our Black Mage's Rod. We can't really get in for an attack. Opponent also seems to have pretty good fixing. That is a Sahagin. That is a very scary card, but I don't think we need to worry about it quite yet. Okay, let's go to our turn. That is a tap land. Let's just go ahead and play the Black Waltz here and then pass. We could have attacked, and then if they block with Sahagin, we Veins Treachery, but that's pretty risky because opponent is blue-red, so it seems likely that they would have had a Thunder Magic. And, well, I guess if they have Thunder Magic, they're going to kill the Black Waltz. Okay, they looked at Black Waltz, so that means something's coming. All right. So we're in a pretty rough spot. I don't think this game is winnable anymore. We could, I mean, obviously we're gonna try. It's pretty insurmountable advantage that the opponent has gotten over the past 2 turns. So now the question becomes, do I be greedy with the Black Waltz, or do we just have to kill the Sahagin next turn? I think we're always attacking. So now the question becomes, do we just play the Black Waltz? The Black Waltz, unfortunately, does not line up well against any of the opponent's board. I think we always play the tap land, though. So if we play Sephiroth's Intervention, we get to ping them for 1, and then they only have 3 damage. Next turn, then, we can go Black Waltz plus Veins Treachery. I think that's probably going to end up better. Let's see. Because likely next turn, they're going to play the 4-mana 3/3 Esper robot thingy, probably. And then maybe also a removal spell for the Black Waltz. That would be pretty devastating. So, is it worth it now to Sephiroth's Intervention this, like, on their turn after they put some resources into it? Or do we get a little bit more greedy and go double removal spell? So we go, we'd be taking like 3, 4, 5, 6. We go to 6. I think we can just play out the Black Waltz. We have to also think about winning the game. I just know that opponent's going to kill Black Waltz, get in for 6, insurmountably ahead. Hey, look, I called it. Retrieve the Esper. Okay. So then they're going to come in for a couple of points. So, okay, there's a Deadly Dispute. That's not bad. Okay, let's see. Are we ever blocking? With this Dragoon's Wyvern? This is rough for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's think about this. I feel like we gotta hold up the double removals, and this represents 6 damage. So 6, and then we hit them down to 16. They go to 10, and then they think they're heavily incentivized just to play another one. This is not a great situation. This thing is going to hit me down, so 3, 5. I think we have to hold this back as a blocker. Well, the obvious play that they're going to do is just retrieve the Esper again. But what I think is going to happen here is they're going to have some sort of... Okay, they have another retrieve the Esper. Okay, so... Sure, now they can hold up another piece of interaction, perhaps a suplex to kill the Black Waltz. I know this format. It's okay. Anyway, let's see. I think here we're going to need to start to get some value off of the removal spells. We could also Deadly Dispute, and we could draw a card, make a treasure, but then, I don't know, we're taking like 5. You know what? It's probably just better. We need to draw some action, although we're always Sephiroth's interventioning, so we should probably just do that now just to get the triggers, because if we sack to the Deadly's Dispute, we will not get the trigger off of the Black Waltz. And then I think we're just going to have to sack this and draw a couple of cards. And then we just have to take 6. Wow, that's a couple of heck dies. Okay, that's a little better with the Vein's Treachery for sure. All right, are we blocking 3, 4, 5, 6? We go to 3. Yeah, I don't think so. Opponent has a lot of bodies. Okay, let's go heck dies. I think we just go double heck dies here. I'm going to discard both of their magic cards. And then we're going to go land, and then another heck dies. Discard their last magic card. Okay, that's a good one to get rid of. Opponent's deck is completely insane. And then I think we just go for the Dire Rat. And then, yeah. So I think the problem here is they have 2 more 5/5 bodies, and we just don't have the resources to deal with them. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I mean, like, what am I doing here, right? If we do this, we just take another... boy. I mean, yeah, I guess. And then we just kind of have to draw like a god. All right, let's do this. Kill the Dragoon's Wyvern, deal a point of damage. And then we double trade off, which is fine. But the problem is now they have 2 5/5s coming down, and we have nothing. We are going to go ahead and draw our land for the turn and then hit the concede button on average. Yep. Okay, moving on to the next game. All right, we are on the play, and our hand looks totally serviceable, so we will keep. We'll go ahead and start with the red-white tap land, and then we can go swamp and then play a Dire Rat. Yeah, I think I like Dire Rat. Opponent has also played a red-white tap land. Okay, Scorpion Sentinel. I think we're going to do the cool play of Dark Knight's Greatsword. And then we're going to re-equip the here. And then we're going to attack for 5. They don't really want to block here. We're going to take 5 damage. Very nice. So now next turn we can go bomb into heck dies, play the tap land. And then hopefully we can just try to push even more damage. Alright, I'm totally happy with them doing the thunder magic on that. Seems fine. Okay, so now we can equip, attack again. And then they probably block here. I'm totally fine paying 3 life and trading my thing to kill that. So now... let's do heck dice first so they can make a harder decision for the opponent. And then we play a bomb. And then we pass. Easy stuff. Next turn we have 2 bodies that we could put the greatsword on. That's unfortunate for sure. So we could... there's a few options. One is just like Sephiroth's intervention. I think we're just going to set ourselves up. So we're going to go Garland. I probably should have done this first. Let's put the Dark Knight's Greatsword on the heck dies, and then we'll attack. They probably block here, if I had to guess. Yup. Okay, there's the block, and then we'll go ahead and play out the Mesidian Elder. This is going to enable a good next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ash. I don't think I care too much about Ash. That's a Seifer. I like Seifer quite a bit. So now I think we just go ahead and play out Seifer. Let's hope they don't have a Syncopate. Yeah, I actually like going... We can do this again. And then we can attack for... Well, they're going to probably chump block this thing. The Seifer giving this double strike is very, very strong. So I don't think they want to take 12 here. I mean... They can if they want. Wow, they are taking 12 damage. That's a lot of damage. All right, let's see what opponent can do. They're going to concede. All right. Hey, Darkness, that showed the power of the Greatsword. All right, we are playing against Bowser 72, and we've won the die roll, and our hand looks... This is definitely a hand that can lose, but I think... I don't think it's bad enough to mulligan. I think we're just going to go ahead and play out the tap land. We only get punished if we draw exactly Garland, which we didn't, which is nice. We'll play out the starting town now. And then next turn, we get to go Dark Knight's Greatsword. Okay, opponent's going to probably play... I'm going to call it the Rat. That's horrifying. Okay, Astrologian's Planisphere is extraordinarily strong. We'll go Dark Knight's Greatsword, and then it's probably going to eat a Vane's Treachery, then we get smacked for 2. Hopefully that obviously does not happen, but that would be unfortunate. They're just going to attack? I think we just take that, right? Okay, sure. And then they play an Ultros. Oh, danger. This card is so good. All right, let's play a land, and then we'll attack for 4. They're not blocking. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, we'll play Black Waltz. Black Waltz, and then no need to re-equip because they're just going to tap it down anyways. So let's see. What's the worst they could do? They could go like land, eject, the Black Waltz, maybe. And then... we take 2, 4, and then they've tapped down the Black Waltz. I guess that's okay. We'll see what happens here. Okay, Deadly Dispute? That seems like a choice. Because the Deadly Dispute triggers the Planisphere twice. But maybe they just really needed to find removal spell. But now at least it's impossible for them to Ultros tap something. Lannery Storm? Okay, that's a good card. Yeah, they're going to attack with both. I'm just going to take this. I think that's reasonable. I like... Ooh, I have my own Deadly Dispute. Oh, no. Oh, it's very unfortunate. We don't quite have the means to... Steal and Sack. Very close though. That's really unfortunate. It would be very cool. Yeah, whatever. Let's just Zidane take the Lannery Storm. Take the Lannery Storm. We're gonna get treasures. Okay. So now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't really affect things too much. Okay, I think that was a pretty big turn, so we'll go ahead and we'll just pass. No big deal. Okay, opponent's at 8. So now the problem though is they're going to start chaining mana value 4 or greater spells. But we'll see. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually have enough mana. If they kill Zidane, we could just fight on and then Zidane again. Oh, I think they're going to do that. Okay, here I feel like they're supposed to... Oh, interesting. I did not see that coming. Okay, what are they going to kill? Black Waltz, perhaps? Sure, you can do that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then what? Do they just not attack here? What? They're attacking? Sure. Oh, they have another treasure, so they're going to have some more removal spells. Okay. I'm going to wait till our turn, because I kind of want these treasures. Okay, go to our turn. Haha, another Black Waltz. Okay, that's pretty awesome. So let's start with an attack for 4 first. Wait, do we just win? I think we just win. Okay, we'll play Black Waltz. And then, yeah, we're going to do this now. We're going to sack Zidane to deal a couple points. So if they don't have the removal spell right now, they just lose because we're going to get a trigger. Nice. All right. I mean, it's fighting on time. Really, it's kill our opponent with a Black Waltz time. Good game. Nice. Man, Dark Knight's Greatsword doing work this league. Awesome. Moving on to the next game. All right, we're playing against Gary Tarrant. Our hand looks pretty good, so we will keep. Opponent's gonna choose to keep their 7, and hopefully it's a bad 7. But yeah, easy sequence, right? Turn 1 tap, turn 2 Hecht, turn 3 Mist, and then Sephiroth's Intervention something. Zidane, it's all pre-played. Well, sort of. We need to find a, within that time we need to find more lands, one of them being a white source, or we could just find like a Deadly Dispute or something and get rid of the Hecht dies, and then yeah, all of those things. Opponent is really in the tank about their mulligan decision. If you're spending this long on whether or not you should mulligan, chances are you probably should on average. Oh, okay, they kept it. So maybe they kept a sketchy 7. It's possible. Okay, Mountain Pass. We'll go Tapland Pass. That's a little bit more impressive. Okay, we have a stop, so that probably means Lightning Bolt. Which, you know what Lightning Bolt is bad against? Hecht dies. Alright, blue-red. Blue-red opponent again. Okay, we are drawing lands, which is nice. But none of them are plains. I do want to make sure I get a white source at some point for the Zidane, or else just some more like card advantage-y items. Okay, opponent's in the tank right now on whether or not they want to syncopate his Hecht dies. I know it's a little scary, but I feel like the job will have been done if they syncopate it, because really we're just kind of trying to 1-for-1 them with the Hecht dies, and if they do that, then we basically achieve the same goal, because a 1-1 on the board, at least currently, is not amazing. All right, unfortunately they're probably going to discard something of value. Look at that. Value. I mean, at least it's a 6-drop, but as we've seen in this format, you get to 6 quite easily. That's a 1-4. I don't like that. Vane's Treachery. Okay. Well, we'll go Mysidian Elder. And then pass. I am not very interested in killing the Merchant. Oh, I am kind of interested in killing the Emperor. Ooh, Dark Knight's Greatsword. The GOAT. All right. So now what do we want to do? Okay. The mana efficient play is a Sephiroth's Intervention, but it's not like great. Alternatively, if we go Dark Knight's Greatsword and then we can like equip the, I don't know, Mysidian Elder or something and then attack, and then that's like not horrifyingly bad. Definitely an awkward situation. I also don't really want them to do the Call the Mountain Chocobo thing. I think we're going to try to be a little mana efficient here. So let's go to their upkeep. And I want to kill the Emperor on their upkeep, I believe with the Sephiroth's Intervention, for a couple of reasons. So for one, they can't use the mana effectively. Or if they're going to use the mana, they have to do it right now. Also, they didn't Quirion Merchant. Oh, it just worked. Okay, that's nice. So I was going to say, they either use the mana there, and then importantly, if I let them go to the main phase, they play land, and then they play Call the Mountain Chocobo, which I'm not super interested in allowing them to do. And also, it was a little bit, I don't like using the hard premium removal, but like, Vein's Treachery is kind of like hard removal right now, and now we just get to do the earlier play that I was talking about, where we're just going to go Dark Knight's Greatsword, and then I think we're just going to go ahead and move it immediately to the Mysidian Elder. A double block here does not kill the Mysidian Elder. We have Vein's Treachery as backup in case they have some sort of, I don't know, like pump spell. Oh, they do have Lightning Bolt. Sure. I think that's okay. Alright. That's fine. We can just hold on to this Vein's Treachery. I don't think the Quirion Merchants are really doing too much. They are not drawing and discarding cards. I don't understand. Do they not realize that that is a mode on the card that they can do? The world may never know. Maybe their hand is just complete gasoline and we're going to die. But, I mean, I doubt it. Realm sketching the Vein's Treachery. So they get a copy. I kind of want to like... Realm sketching the Dark Knight's Greatsword. Sorry, that's what I meant. So, do I care? I think I care a little bit. That's weird. I think I just blow them out. Or I think we just kill one of these and we sack the Greatsword, and then unfortunately it doesn't give us a good like board presence, but it's not like their board presence is that exciting at the moment. Okay. Ooh, Fight On. What do we have in the GY? We have one creature. Epic. All right, let's play out the land, and then we'll just kind of pass. I kind of want the Hekdies to die now. Okay, that is a Call the Mountain Chocobo. I am not that interested in getting back a Mysidian Elder with the Fight On quite yet. I'd much rather wait. Ooh, Seifer? Seifer's pretty hot. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then we still don't have good attacks even with the double strike. Ultros. Ugh, this guy. He's so obnoxious. Just like the card. Sleep Magic. Oh man, now I wish I had the Deadly Dispute back. Yeah, no, that's a little unfortunate. Okay, now they have read their card and determined that they are able to loot. Alright, Black Waltz is completely reasonable. And we still get the Seifer Almaseat text. Wait, we still get the Seifer Almaseat text. Wait a second. Let's just give it double strike. What are we doing? Why did they do that then? What are the gameplay decisions being made by my opponent right now? They let anyone into platinum. Alright. Anyway, so now we have a somewhat decent-ish fight on. Why are you doing it now? Why are you doing this right now? I don't understand. Oh gosh, that's a Vivi. That's a little scary. But only has like one card in hand. Oh, Thunder Magic. Man, it's a little rough. Okay. Oh, Laughing Mad's not bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's fight on. Get back Mysidian Elder and Black Waltz. Deal a point. And then we'll play Mysidian Elder. And then we're going to hold up. Yeah, we still don't have good attacks. 1/4 is just... 1/4 is huge. That's humongous. That's crazy. Okay, opponent at least is in the top deck mode. Are you gonna main phase? Okay, at least main phase looting right now makes a little bit more sense because you have the VV and you're just trying to find something to... Okay, whatever. Okay, oh, there's our white source. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we just play out a Black Waltz and play Starting Town. Normally, I'd like to like hold on to the land for the Laughing Mad, but of course with the Zidane... Oh... Do I want to draw that again? Yeah, I do. I think that's a good draw. That's pretty good. Still no attacks. We're in a rough spot, but I think we'll be okay. We have a sicko turn because we can go black. We could go Zidane, steal Vivi, use Vivi's ability. Okay, they're gonna attack me. I think I just take it. I think it's fine. Oh, I can give it double strike too. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. All right. So they discard another sleep magic, play Scorpion Sentinel. Sure, that's fine. Okay. I think we're gonna have a pretty good turn here. So let's just make sure we don't get screwed over on the colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we'll go Zidane. We'll take the Vivi here. 2, 3. Yeah. We will go to the combats. We will attack. Give it double strike with the Seifer, which is awesome. Okay, cool. Very good. And then we will add red, whatever. And then we'll play a Black Waltz. And that is setting us up very nicely. We get a treasure. So it feels like whatever we draw is going to get discarded to the Laughing Mad. But we'll see. I mean, it's like 90%. Oh, they drew removal? Oh, no. Am I interested in drawing that again? Kind of. I kind of do. Sure. All right, it's just going to keep coming back. All right. I think I just take 3 again. Well, I could chump. I don't know. Well, I do know. I think we can. Yeah, I think it's fine. All right. Black Waltz number 3. Number 3, third time. Appropriate. Moving on. We really need. I just want a Laughing Mad. Draw 2 cards, deal 4 damage, attack with double strike. No, you can't. Okay. At least it's not another ice magic. I will accept this. All right, here I think this is getting to the point where we should block. All right, cool. Draw. Look at that. You know what? That's getting discarded. All right, we're going to draw a couple cards, deal a couple points of damage. We can attack with Zidane. That's pretty nice. Seifer, great card. Ooh, Kuja? That's pretty awesome. All right, let's attack for 3. Really, it's 6. Sure. Totally, completely fine with this trade. Yeah, Kuja's awesome. And then we're going to flip Kuja immediately. And then next turn, we're going to deal so much damage. I'm going to hold the land because of the Laughing Mad, of course. Okay, so now Trance is transformed. Yeah. So it deals double the damage. Or wizards deal double the damage. So if we attack with Trance, it's like quadruple damage because of Seifer, because it gives it double strike. All right, opponent's a little bit in the Desperado mode. That Vivi is extraordinarily explosive. I could see a world in which... All right, I think... No, they're going to pass the turn. They're passing the turn. What? All right, that's awesome. Okay, I think we just win because we deal 6 damage, and then we deal another 6 damage. Like, we don't even have to resolve the spells. Right? We just have to, like, yeah. Oh, Deadly Dispute? This is so good. Sure, let's do that. And then we'll sack the, I don't know, the Zidane, I guess. It could have been the, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're having a good time. Just in case they, like, somehow gain a lot of life, we got the other Sephiroth intervention. All right. That was a pretty convincing game. Moving on to the next one. All right, we are on the play versus Big Bear, and I think that's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep. So it's got Kuja, which is good, but we don't have like the dream of 2-drop, 3-drop wizards into Kuja. That's obviously the dream. However, we have Removal Spell, we have Laughing Mad, and we have, well, Deadliest Dubious is not good right now, but it could be good. And then opponent is thinking about their keep of 7. Just mull. It's okay. It is legal to mulligan. It's legal to mulligan. I didn't know if you knew this. All right, they have kept their 7. Let's go for a swamp, and then, it's, yeah. Well, okay, we have removal covered, easy. They're not resolving anything. Okay, it's not bad. It's a good card. I really like Resentful Revelation. I could have used one in this deck. I never. Trying to think if there was one in any of the packs. I mean, I don't know. I didn't look too closely at the pack with Kuja, for example. Maybe there was a Resentful Revelation in there. But yeah, it seems like it's a little, these kind of look at 3, put 3 on. Okay, pulling a lot of colors. All right. Well, it's kind of awkward because I want the 4th land. Yeah, I think we can. I don't know what we want exactly, and we have plenty of removal spells, so I think I'm just going to guarantee a Kuja on 4, or Sephiroth's Intervention. It depends on, of course, on what they play. Even if we play Kuja and we go to end step and we get a wizard, that's not bad, right? Yeah, I think I'm willing to take the risk. Like, they probably, if they untap and kill it, it's not great, but it gave us a wizard, so it gave us something, and then we're just gonna, oh, perfect, call him out in Chocobo. I think that's gonna die. All right. Oh, heck dies. Oh, heck yeah. All right, let's, do I want to, no, I don't even need to kill it. Yeah, that's totally fine. We'll play the land out, and then we'll attack them for 3. All right. I love heck dice. Get in there, buddy. You can do it. All right. Yep. Discard the mountain. That makes sense. All right. We'll just pass. We'll make another wizard. So yeah, even if they kill Kuja right now, it's like not even that bad. Okay. So they're gonna hit me for 3. Okay. Going to end step. I think we're just gonna go ahead and Deadly Dispute away the heck dies right now, and then deal a couple points of damage. Does opponent have nothing? What is going on? Okay, solid. All good stuff, All right, let's see. Let's go mountain. Let's play the Blazing Bomb, because I think I'm still interested in attacking with the Kuja, but in case they have some sort of, like, pump spell on the bird, I am going to want to kill it at instant speed. All right, cool. I don't think we do not need to do anything. We are just going to pass the turn. Okay, great. Now all of a sudden we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we just have like lethal. We pretty much just have lethal. Okay, the opponent has basically done nothing this game, which I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It's all fine. Whatever. All right. Well, moving on to the next game. Well, let's go through the motions. We can kill them any sort of, yeah. It do be that good game though. Yeah. Okay. All right. That was opponent just didn't have the best start, and when they didn't have the answer to the Kuja, that was basically it. All right. Moving on to the next game. All right. We are on the draw versus Lockjaw 00 seasoned. Not even like seasoned drafter, or it's just seasoned. Like seasoned with what? Like pepper? All right, let's go ahead and keep this hand. This hand looks pretty good. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty strong. Let's just go ahead and play out the I think I'm interested in going Garland on turn 2. Oh, opponent's also black-red. All right. Yeah. I think we're going to go for... It's more damage output to play the Garland, but it seems a little better to play like a Dire Rat because they're probably going to try to kill it. it feels like they gotta have removal, right? Yeah, let's just play the Dire Rat, I think. That way, if they Veins Treachery, at least we get a treasure out of the deal. And maybe they're not even incentivized to do that. Next turn, of course, we'll play the Starting Town, so it enters untapped. That is a main phase opera love song. They definitely needed to find a land, which they did. All right, I think we're just going to do the thing where we go Dark Knight's Greatsword, and then we equip, and then smack them for 5. And then, yeah, next turn we can go Garland plus Heck Dies. It's going to cost us a life, but that's okay. 4 mana from the opponent. I mean, their hand must be pretty good. Okay, Fang. All right, I mean, whatever. That's fine. I'm willing to try to trade with the oh, that's so much better. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's go Garland Suplex. Okay, this is probably like a Lightning Bolt or a Thunder Magic, which, yeah, I mean, sure, if they do that to the Dire Rat, well, if they do that to the Dire Rat right now, we just equip. We just equip to the hero. So if that's the case, they probably should have waited. We don't need that. All right. Yeah, we kill that, exile it, which is good. Then we can equip to the 1/1 again, and then smack them for 4. So we're dealing a lot of damage to ourselves, but like we're dealing more to the opponent, which is more important here. Lionheart, kill Garland. Sure, that's fine. And then, okay, land is good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's. Well, we attack for 4 always. And then let's I guess we do the Laughing Mad now, because if we draw the land naturally, then we're going to want to... Yeah, perfect. So now we just go land and Heck Dies. There was some thought to playing the tap land there. No, not really. I was going to say play the tap land, and then it guarantees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, guarantees a Garland flipped next turn, but then you don't get to play the Heck Dies because you have to sack the treasure. So I think this is fine. Like, oh yeah, like this is complete. Okay, Dark Knight's Greatsword is so good. It's so good. We just do this. Everything's a thread. Who cares if we if we dealt all the damage to ourselves? We're doing more to them. We'll play out okay, let's concede. Dark Knight's Greatsword is so good. All right, see you in the next one. All right, we're playing against Peba or Peba Initiate. Initiate of what? All right, and then we're on the draw. Our hand is totally reasonable, so we will keep it. They're a Cactuar. Very exciting. Ooh, Seifer. All right, so play patterns. Okay, they're gonna play Gubu Gardener, so that's gonna make Veins Treachery bad. Yeah. Oh, 2-drop off the top. Excellent. Attacks past the Gubu Gardener. Love that. Yeah, that's one thing about the Gubu Gardener is it does dodge Veins Treachery. Oh, what about 2 Gubu Gardeners? That is a lot of Gubu Gardeners. Yeah. Okay. Are they gonna play another 2-drop? Sephiroth Intervention. Am I willing to trade off with one of them? I think so. Alternatively, we could just go like Mesidian Elder Pass. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think I like this. I mean, yeah, it gives me value later, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem required to keep it around. Yeah, and they're also like probably not incentivized to block. I don't know. I guess if that was an interesting one, because I don't know what they have in the hand, right? But it seemed like a fine place to attack there. We are trying to... Ooh, summon Titan. Oh, geez. Okay. Land off the top? Untapped land? It's not an untapped land. Okay. Remain calm. Let's get a swamp. And then this thing's gonna like smack me for a lot. They're gonna get 3 lands back. Oh, they also have a Seafer. Alright. We could just like attack with the Garland. Because it's like I'm not blocking. Yeah, you know. Oh god, I went to combat without it's fine. I just forgot to play the swamp. Lol. Everything's great. There's no problem here. Because yeah, we were gonna do that. No, actually that was a big problem because oh god. No. We could have just done that. Oh, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Because we could have like made it a 1/1 and then the Garland would have survived. Oh gosh. Okay, that was obviously that was a misplay. I don't know why I just like hit the button and went to combat. I like thought about the land. I thought it was in play already. Yikes. Hopefully we can recover. I really didn't want them to get like 3 lands onto the battlefield. It seemed like a fine opportunity. Oh no. Oh, actually, no, that's not that bad. We have Sephiroth's interventions and stuff. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's probably in my best interest to do it now. Okay, solid. And then we gain some life points. I kind of like go. Oh, Gladiolus. Well, again, probably just kill it with the Sephiroth's intervention. Man, what a. But like, if I had played the land first, would they have blocked? I guess that's the other question, right? Maybe not. Because if they don't block, then we can't. Well, we would block with the 1/3, and then we'd have to sack like Garland or the Wizard token anyway. Tough call. All right, opponent's board is a little scary. And let's see if they like the card on top. Okay. Ooh, Zidane. Zidane's cool. All right. That is pretty good. They kept the card on top. I wonder what that means. I don't like what we're doing. I don't like the situation that we have right now. Because the Ilmig Pixie is just giving them so much value. I think I'll play out the Black Waltz. It's just, a Death Touch creature. So maybe they're not incentivized to attack with the Gladiolus. Omega. Oh my gosh, they're just going like bomb into bomb into bomb. Craziness. Oh, crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, they kept it on top. It's probably another Omega. I think I have to chump block here. Oh boy. Oh, the Black Waltz is just... Oh! What a draw! Suplex away the Omega? Yeah? Awesome. Alright, deal 2 damage. Get the Undercity Diorat. It's gonna block. It's gonna trade. It's gonna make that treasure. We're gonna Zidane. And steal it. And then we're gonna smack him. Gain life points. Alright. We're down, but we're not out. Okay. Sure. Makes sense. So they can attack with more things. Okay, yeah, they're just going to enable attacks on everything, I think. Right? Yeah, yep, on the Gooba Gardener, and they could still hold up the Dreams of Laguna, and I think they swing out here. We're gonna take 5/7, go to 8, not great, but yeah, we're just gonna block. Okay, so now the question becomes, what do we do next? Okay, that is another land. So I could like wait. I could just Sephiroth's intervention the Gladiolus away. It's a pretty big swing though. Although then they just get it back. 2, 4, 5. I feel like it's gonna be better to maybe steal their next creature. And then the fact that they get this back, it still gives them value. Yeah, I think I am just going to go ahead and Sephiroth's Intervention, deal a couple points. If they have a way to save it, okay, they don't. Great, awesome. Let's put this on white, so that way I don't have to use my wonderful treasure token. Okay, there's the dreams. So they liked whatever was on top, which I guess they already liked whatever was on top from the last turn, so no new information gained. 2, 4, 5. Rough situation. We really want them to play, I don't know, it's not even great, but like just play a big like a kind of sort of big thing. Really, we want them to play something with 14. We want them, oh my god, play Jumbo Cactuar right now. Do it. Play Jumbo Cactuar. Oh my god. Wait, is that why they're paused? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, hey, another one. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to. Okay, because 2, 4, 5. I am just like dead. If they have anything, the upside play is to play Seifer and then Zidane the next turn. But gosh, I feel like on average that is going to result in my death. So I think we're supposed to go Zidane here. It's the safer play. It also enables like a look at a better draw. Like, yeah, like what? Get out of here, tap land. Ew, gross. I make a treasure. I'm setting myself up. Zidane is a fine blocker in this situation. It's rough. Man, why couldn't they have just played the Jumbo Cactuar? Oh, Lunar Whale. That's a strong card. Man, how funny would that have been, though? Right? They slam the Cactuar. We take it. We go to 10,000 life. We kill them. Would have been beautiful. It's okay. We can dream. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We actually kind of want an untapped land right now. Oh, nice. Untapped land. Okay. So the question is, do we want to Seifer, right? Because, okay, if we Seifer and then we have to start applying some amount of pressure, right? I don't think that's actually that bad. Yeah, let's do this first. So we'll go Seifer and then we'll attack, because I think we're just going to hold back. And a double striking 3/3 is not bad in this current board state. And what? Are they going to trade the... Yeah, okay, they're just going to chump block. Sure, that's totally fine. And then we follow it up with the Black Waltz, which I guess this plays into a Syncopate a little bit worse. Look, if they have the kill spell, they have the kill spell, and we just lose. But if they don't have the kill spell, we are doing excellently. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's not over yet. Okay, it is now over. All right. Well, all right, we had that little snafu at the start of the game with the Garland thing and not playing the land, but that being said, we did okay. We did okay in the game. And yeah, I think we'll just pack it in. Hey, we went 0-2 into 5-2 into 5-3. I think that is definitely respectable. You gotta play out your games, and you know what? We had fun. Yeah, we had a good time in that match. Sure, why not? I don't know. I think the deck was super sweet. I don't know if the Zell should have been in the deck, but yeah, I mean we were just Kujing people, Zidane. I was a little worried when we started 0-2, but man, we were able to just continue on from there. And I was most impressed with the Dark Knight's Greatsword. I mean, I've been impressed with this card. This card's very good. So yeah, overall, I think a solid record with a decent deck. So thank you for watching.